Hey yo, this is another episode of the Steven from the Old Time Podcast. Listen to my dad, he's awesome.
Welcome to a new episode of Steven from the All Time Podcast. I am your host, the Ayatollah of Hip Hop, the whole damn show, the rated R podcaster. And boys, this is going to sound so great when I say it, the visionary, the revolutionary, and the voice of the voiceless. And we are here tonight to review the first evening of Wrestlemania 41 with my co-hosts.
What's going on, y'all? You already know it's your favorite co-host, the Black Eric Bischoff, one half of the podcast tag team champions of the world. And you already know it's here for another WrestleMania review, man.
And
Ladies and
next,
gentlemen, I am him and I have arrived, the Black Phenom, the showstopper and podcast talker, the man, the head of the table, Harlem's own, with everybody saying Cavallo. Yeah.
welcome back, boys. And before we get into it, I just want to shout out my friends, Go Santino and Première Impression, who did a pop-up last night that launched their new wrestling tee brand. Follow them, please, at Wrestling Tees, wrestling with an A, and their website, wrestlingtees.
How are the tees?
Amazing.
Oh,
So it's
wrestling
tees.
Wrestling.
Okay, cool.
From the gold to the new. I probably didn't even show it correctly in the mic. But exactly. It's late. It's fucking 12 o'clock. We got to review night one. Boys, I'm going to be honest with both of you before we get into it.
Wait. Before we even get into this, please, all timers out there, please hit the like and subscribe button, please. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, we're giving you 5 seconds right now before we take you on this audio journey. And all right, hopefully you liked and subscribed.
Thank you, Trap, for putting me back on track because I am zero on track.
I know you're tired.
I'm tired. I'll be honest with you, boys. I do not remember any of these matches. This has been a horrendous.
Have to lead the matches because I don't remember any.
Exactly, because it's been a horrendous WrestleMania evening. I have had
you be exaggerating.
No, I'm not exaggerating.
All the time. You're always exaggerating.
I am not exaggerating.
It wasn't
Look,
that bad.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not impressed at all. There's
been worse WrestleManias.
There's probably been worse WrestleManias, and it's probably been the time that I've stopped watching wrestling.
But no, it was recent.
No, not as bad as this one. This one was pretty. This one
what was
pretty
bad
bad
about this one? Please tell me.
The matches were boring. There was no
They
substance.
all was good.
You're crazy. Okay,
Naomi match. Go ahead.
Okay, let's get into it because obviously we're never on the same page. Let's start off the evening with the opening match: Jey Uso.
I'm glad they opened with that one
versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Good match.
Good. Cavallo, you just said good match?
Good match. Not great, not bad, good.
You still said good. Trap, good match? What kind of match was it for you?
Right? It was an match because, again,
Jey Uso hater.
No, it's not even that. You got to stop with it's not a Jey Uso hater. Jey Uso has the charismatic, everything, but it's still wrestling. His wrestling. But what's wrong with me saying I want to wrestle to at least be fluent and look good with his wrestling? That's all. And I felt like I knew the styles was going to clash, and I knew this was going to be the type of match.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. It wasn't a good match. There was nothing to the match. There was no excitement to it. There was no awe moments. It was basically two guys whose styles clash, and they don't make sense together. And look, Jey Uso came up on top. That's our new Jey Uso. Think of it. Cavallo, think of it. Trap, think of it. People that are listening, think of it. Your new World Heavyweight Champion is Jey Uso. Somebody who cannot wrestle in the ring, nor can he talk on the mic. The only thing he has is the crowd on his side.
He's a transitional champion for the other
He can't
guys. That's what
wrestle
it
in
is.
the ring.
He's
Okay.
he's horrendous. Okay, please enlighten me then. I want you to enlighten me, Cavallo.
Today's match was actually very good.
He's
His
good with his
offense was
brother.
good. This match was one of the only matches I can say that he wasn't doing super kick, super kick, super kick, super kick.
Mm-hmm.
There were moves being going on, it was back and forth
Yeah.
action. This is one of his better matches. Him and Gunther had 3 matches before. I feel like this was their best match together, especially with the offense and the defense stuff. It was a good match. I'm not gonna say it was horrible just because y'all don't like his wrestling style. This match tonight was a very good match, a good opener. The crowd was into it. It was like it was bored like other matches that we could speak about, and and I
The
liked it.
crowd was bored all night.
But there were some matches that they were into, and this was just one of them.
I disagree. I'm sorry. There was
I'm sure you do.
I didn't think like the crowd wasn't in this match.
They were.
They were in the Jey Uso.
Oh, I didn't see them into anything. There was no moments. They weren't screaming. They weren't chanting. They were just watching the match, waiting to see what was going to happen. Look, I'll say maybe the crowd, the front row crowd, at some point stood on their feet, but besides that, they were sitting through the whole match.
Okay.
To me, what it is that Jey Uso beating Gunther is not believable. There's nothing believable about that. Okay. It doesn't make sense. And I get that he's their guy.
WWE. Is this deja vu for you?
Sorry?
Is this deja vu for you?
What does that mean?
Last year Wrestlemania, he lost, and so someone you don't like that you don't think is believable either. So is this deja vu for you?
Yeah, it might be deja vu for me. And I don't believe in both of those guys. And I also speaking of deja vu,
That's on brand.
I don't believe that Gunther should be losing 2 WrestleManias in a row, losing
both
of those titles in a row.
I believe he should. I believe he should.
I agree with you on that one.
It's called giving back. Someone is bigger than you. You're big. We know what Gunther is capable of. We know what he can do. You're winning when he fought last year. He was on a winning streak for the whole year. Now the ending of a feud, it has to culminate at WrestleMania. Yeah, this is the time you lose. And then what happened? He got the world title after that. It doesn't make or break him. It doesn't make him a weak person because he lost 1 match at WrestleMania. He's still Gunther, and he can get back on top like he did last year.
I think after this, to be honest, Gunther the way he lost, where Jey Uso put him in a sleeper hold, Gunther's move.
Yeah,
he tapped after 5 seconds.
Make sense. Yeah, the ending was just. Yeah.
Do you know the last time he was put in that sleeper was by Dragunov and he lost in NXT? Did you know that?
I understand that.
Okay, Dragunov is smaller than Jey Uso, which is not believable.
But
Dragunov still smaller. We can't bring up believable. If you're gonna use the word believable, use it with everyone. Don't just use it with Jey Uso. Dragunov is way smaller. Dragunov is way smaller than Jey Uso. You said that this match was not believable because he tapped up Jey Uso. If it's not believable with Jey Uso, it can't be believable with Dragunov either.
Wait, no, Dragunov is about 1,000
because he made it look believable. That's
Dragunov is about 1,000 times better.
Up just to choke him. Dragunov is way too tiny for Gunther. What are you talking about?
Right.
Dragunov.
That's like me choking out Big Show. Like what?
Yeah, but Dragunov is about 1,000 times more technical and way better in the ring than Jey Uso is. It is way more believable. But my whole point of this, and we could sit here and argue all night, is that he put him in the sleeper hold and Gunther tapped out after 5 seconds. Traps 5 seconds before people wanting to like and subscribe was longer than Gunther being in that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the finish? I was just like.
Well, he got 2 splashes in a spear. Like he got a power bomb. He got a power bomb, 2 splashes in a spear.
I know.
Yes, he gonna tap out. What you talking about?
I think they just buried Gunther, and Gunther needs to go away for a couple of months.
They didn't bury him.
I mean,
now you go
he can go away for a couple of months and come back on top again. He could do that. I wouldn't be mad about that.
But that's what needs to happen now because he can't come back on Raw. He can't come back 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and just be able to cut a promo. He tapped out in 5 seconds. I think what they should have done, or where the writers should have wrote this match properly or in a better direction, was make Gunther lose by not tapping out, by him passing out, by being in that sleeper hold. right? So
Yeah,
being
that
in
would have
that
been better.
sleeper hold for maybe about 20 seconds to 30 seconds.
Then I would have made, yeah, that would have been good. I see what you're saying. Would have made for a
Okay,
better finish.
I agree.
That
I agree.
that's
I
my
agree with
point.
that.
So my question to both of you is, I'm going to start off with Trap. Where do we go from now with Jey Uso being champion?
I
What's next?
told you what I think. He's transitional champion. He's the champion for one of the other guys to beat, one of the big dogs to beat, or a new head. That's what I'm telling you. That's what that is. So
So okay, so
it's either
who's
either
going up
Gunther,
against him?
either Gunther's gonna win it back. I see either down the line, or either Seth, Punk, Roman, someone between them lines. Either that, or either they might. If Braun Breaker loses tomorrow, which I'm thinking he might lose to Dominic, then I'm thinking that's what. Because remember they had a few before, so I'm thinking that's where it's going from there. That's the only thing that can go from there is get the dogs barking,
Okay.
and then you put that, and then you can have that.
Cavallo?
Listen, man, I like Jey Uso, man. It's just like I said, it's still wrestling at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong with saying you want to see a wrestler be a good wrestler in the ring. I like everything about him. Like he could be a nice person and all of that. Like people think you hate him, but it's like it's still cool world wrestling entertainment. So that's all. I like him with his brother better. That's all. So
Cavallo?
So what was the first question?
Where do you see
Go. Okay, I see. At Backlash, because I feel like this happens every year. There's always rematches from WrestleMania at Backlash. So I see Gunther trying again, and I see this time. I think this time he's gonna win with a 1, 2, 3. Or we might see a babyface turn and someone interferes and make Jey Uso win, and then Gunther starts a new feud with that person. I actually see Gunther turning babyface soon. He's been healed like the whole time he's been here. I think there's a change coming. I do agree with Chap. I do think he's transitional for now. Maybe holding it at least until maybe SummerSlam or maybe a Money in the Bank. I don't know.
that's far?
Money in the Bank is in 2 months.
Uh, it is. It's in June. It's the June,
June.
and we're in
Hmm.
May. So May's Backlash. June is Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then July is Clash, I think, Clash in Paris, and then August is SummerSlam.
Okay. Look, I think 2 months is the longest he should hold it for. I'm not longer than that. I don't think he's a sustainable champion. I don't think he has that much.
So you don't think that he'll have a good feud with? You don't think he'll have a good match with Rollins or CM Punk?
yeah, because they'll carry the match.
Yeah,
Okay, so it'll be a good match. So I think that he should be able to defeat them.
It'll
It's
be a
called
good
passing the
match
torch. They're
because
already at
they'll
the end of their
carry it.
career. I don't think they should be in
No, I believe.
I'm not saying he's younger talent, but a newer champion.
I'm
I
about
feel
to
like
say
they shouldn't just be beating them
Jey
just because
Uso
they.
not younger than not that younger than them. Though. I'm about
I'm
to
just
say
saying,
that's why
like
I said
him being a
that's why I
newly
said Braun
singles
Breaker.
wrestler,
That's why I said you
Braun
give it to
Breaker,
Braun
yeah,
Breaker. He's new.
yeah,
Come on,
Braun
and he
Breaker,
hit you with the Steiner math
yeah. I
fucking
seen yesterday.
at the pre-show. Come on, the Steiner, and then Scott Steiner's retweeted. He was like, "Yo, I know some good mathematicians. The math add up." I was like, "Let's go." I
it
love
was
when they bring out the
brilliant,
Steiner math.
brilliant.
I love Steiner math.
Breaker promo yesterday
Mm-hmm.
was amazing,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Look, let's see what's gonna happen with Jey Uso and where it's gonna
Yeah, we
go
spent
from
too much
here.
time on that match. We spent too much time
Mhm.
on that match. That match wasn't all that to be spend that much time on.
Next match, then we're gonna go with
Tag
Yeah, let's
the
go to
team.
the next
tag
match.
team match: War Raiders versus the New Day for
Mm,
the tag team champions. The World Heavyweight Tag
stinks.
Team Champion stinks. I thought that
Yeah,
was
I
a
thought this
that was
one. I thought
I
it
thought it
stunk.
was a decent match.
It
I
was
think I
decent.
enjoyed it.
It was decent. I didn't really enjoy it.
Cavallo?
It was
It
decent.
was
I'm
it was
glad.
like
I'm glad the
it
New
was
Day
like they
won.
regular. It was like they
That's what I'm
regular
saying. They could have had
match
that
on
on
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They could have had this match on fucking Raw, the Raw after Mania or the Raw before
Mm-hmm.
Mania. Like it didn't have to be on the Mania card.
It was a filler,
But
but they did well. The match did well for what it was. I like the War Raiders. I like what they can do in the ring.
I
I
do
like the
too.
War Raiders. I like the War Raiders a
And New
lot.
Day was able to complement them
Hmm.
greatly,
Mm-hmm.
and New Day came out on top.
New Day
And
works well with any team.
With
I feel like they can
anybody,
work good with
they
anybody.
do. But they've been
absolutely,
doing it for so long. So
but
Hmm.
I don't want to take anything away from the War Raiders because they're good in the ring.
Oh yeah,
hmm
of course.
Like they can move. Like they could
Yeah.
their spots
for big
are
men, you shouldn't move like that.
no, and their spots are
Yeah.
incredible. Like what they're able to accomplish in ring is really, really good. And like I said, New Day complimented them greatly. So, and New Day came out on top, and I think they're great right now to have the titles.
But I think that there's more heel tag teams than there is babyface. So who are they gonna feud with?
They would probably go back
I don't
against War
know.
Raiders again, and then I would say
A newly created tag team where they put two wrestlers together? Because who
I
else is
hate when they're
on
doing that
SmackDown?
now.
Who else is on
No, that's
SmackDown as a
Raw.
tag team?
That's
the
Raw.
the tag team
It's on
division
Raw. I'm
is
sorry.
on SmackDown mostly, but I would say probably they'll go up against LWO guys. In the meantime, they'll go up against
I like now. Don't front. They nice though.
Alpha
Who?
Academy.
The
But
LWO.
Alpha Academy is heels.
Yeah, that's true. Good call.
No, you thinking about Chad Gable. Alpha Academy is older than them. They
I'm
baby
sorry. I'm
faces.
sorry. American made.
Yeah,
Yeah,
American made his heels.
they
American made is good. They should have the tag.
No,
I
they're
feel
good
like
too.
they should have fought the Raw Raiders at
That's what
WrestleMania.
I'm
They're good.
saying. They are
American made
good,
is
yo.
good.
American made is a good Creed. The Creed brothers is nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I'd like to see. I'd like to see Penta
What, Tiffany
lose tomorrow
Stratton?
night,
Oh,
and Ray Phoenix and him get together and get the
Yeah.
Lucha Bros back together, and then go up against New Day.
No. Let them be
see, you
singles.
doing too much. You doing too much
Is
now.
good
Let
by
them be
himself.
singles. And Ray
They're
Phoenix
gonna
is
get
good
better
by
than them.
himself. Please
Yeah.
let them get a singles run in, please, before you team them together.
Yeah, they both doing good singles.
AEW should have did that. They wanted to shelf them or whatever. I don't know what they was doing. So now they over here getting all the shine. So
We'll see what they do with the tag. I don't know.
Tony fumbled.
Mm-hmm.
Tony fumbled.
Next match.
Next
Jade.
match was
Next match.
Jade and Naomi.
I thought
I
this was a
enjoyed
good
it.
match. Yeah, I enjoyed this match, and Naomi carried it. It just shows how much of a veteran Naomi really is, and like again, like I keep saying this, as much as I love Jade, she still need more work.
But she's got better
But
though.
she
Let's
got
be
better.
honest. Like,
No, she did.
Uh-uh.
I looked at it. She did. She got better,
yeah, she
but
got better.
Naomi carried it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I feel like this match, chat. When I was at your house, we
Exposed her.
watched what pay per view was that? When I was at your crib and we watched it, was they was overseas somewhere where
Yeah, Classic.
her and Bianca won the tag titles against those
Yeah.
Valhalla.
I remember we
forgot
was
those
crashed at the
Alba Vera.
castle or something.
Yeah. And she did like her springboard jump and stuff.
I
Like she
remember, and she
actually felt.
fell.
Yeah. But I feel like at that time she felt more comfortable working with Bianca. I feel like when she's single wrestler,
Yeah, she
that's when
can't.
she gets nervous. Because in this match, she was waiting a lot when Naomi was moving
I know.
slow.
That's what I said. She was waiting too much.
Waiting, but it's Naomi's fault too. Because Naomi, what the fuck you doing waiting around? Jump, do something. Because these spots are pre-planned, so you have to stand there. And Naomi, why you not jumping? But I feel like it just wasn't. They don't really have that much chemistry. I feel like
Because
I
it's
feel like
Jade.
I feel like Naomi's a good wrestler. She's not great. She's not like in the top 5. So I
Nah,
feel like
Naomi is a good wrestler because she got all around
okay,
style.
she's okay.
She got all around
I
style.
feel like sometimes she gets winded and she mess up or she like But it was a cool match. It was like a bathroom break. It wasn't all that.
Yeah, it was a cool match.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Jade.
said bathroom break. And Jade picked up the win. I like that move. That new move she bust out. It was a good match.
Jade came out on top, of course. I would have liked to see Naomi win, to be honest.
Yeah, she should have. She should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Storyline wise,
Yeah,
she should have won,
storyline
cheated
wise, she
and
should have
won,
won.
and then they should have like fought again. So
I really like Naomi and her character. As
Somebody
a heel,
said they said it. Word. I love hearing Naomi. And that music, fucking
yeah,
amazing.
and there's no glow in the dark.
Me and Jay Riles was talking about that. We like, yo, we love that new heel Naomi character.
And
Yo,
no
see, I was
glow in
talking
the
to Jay
dark.
Riles or Steven, I was talking to Jay Riles or WrestleMania. Oh, shit.
I don't know. Huh? What'd you say, Pat?
Steven? I said I was talking to Jay Riles or WrestleMania.
Oh yes, but Naomi with the no more glow in the dark bullshit. And
No,
I like the glow.
I like the glow in the dark. That was her thing. This damn rock song that she came out to. First of all, nobody has good songs these days. Finn Balor songs is horrible. New Day songs is horrible. Like everybody has new songs and
Nobody
it's all
has good
horrible.
songs.
She could have stayed
Nobody
with
got
her
good
original
songs.
song when she first came back to WWE, the one she had before she got fired. She should have stuck with that. This new rock shit doesn't even go with her persona. Like, what the fuck is this?
her new heel persona.
Nah,
makes sense.
it went with
looks
it.
good.
It don't need a rock. It don't need a rock song.
What do you want her to come out with?
Something that's more hard. Like that you know that song that Rikishi had when he turned bad? Like, I'm a
Yes.
bad man. Like something like that. So something that's just like, fuck y'all, and just keep walking. Like not no, you're dancing along to it. Like dancing along songs is for baby faces, not heels.
I get what you're saying. It
I
still
get
had
what you're
more of
saying, but
a
there wasn't a heel
there was no
element to it.
there was no
It
Yeah,
just
the
pop
doesn't
heel.
to it.
it doesn't give me Naomi. It gives me like Natalie, like Natalia, or I don't know. It just give me something
Now you're
different. I don't.
Dan. Now you're Dan.
It doesn't give me Naomi. Naomi doesn't give me rock star.
I
Like
know,
heavy
but the
metal,
song
like
didn't get
nah.
No, but it has a heel
it's heel
feel
me
to it.
feel to it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but not for. Not, I don't want to bring in color, but
Or
not
not for a
for
black woman,
African.
but
Not for a black woman
we
heel.
got
Shit,
we
my.
but rock music is ours too, baby. We invented it. Stop it.
Oh
You seen the
god.
Living
Okay, next
Color?
match.
Did you not see in Living Color on
Yeah,
stage?
but it's different.
Okay
It's
then.
different. Yeah, it is a rock
Are they
song
not
for a white
black?
man. It's a rock song for a white
But
I
man.
don't
they are
I don't
black. But
I
they are
don't
black.
I don't think it matters. I
And
don't
that's
think
not
it
a white and that's
matters.
not a song, right? It like that
I'm
song
just
they
saying that.
just
I'm
everybody
just saying
like
that
that song.
it doesn't go with her. Is what I'm saying. Like
I
it doesn't
think
go
it,
with her.
I think the rock
I think it
music
go with her.
it goes with her. Even if it was heavy metal music, it would go with her. It's the
I
heel
just remember the
character.
theme, the
Look at the
character.
way
Yeah, that's
she
what I'm
walked
saying.
to the ring. Look at the
That's
way
what
she
I'm
was
saying.
dressed. Look at the way her
Hmm.
eyes looked. It went
Yeah, it
with
went
her
with it.
persona, her
Yeah,
character.
You can have a deeper song, like how she has to make it deeper, like how he did with Shinsuke. Keep his
I
original
get
base,
it.
but make it deeper. It doesn't have to be rock. Is what I'm
But
saying.
maybe she. But I
But
know
it's
you just don't
okay.
like rock, but
No, I like rock. I like In Living Color. I'm just saying these things.
mhm.
I just didn't think it went with Naomi. Like
Oh, okay.
Naomi been here for so long, and she had so many songs that it was like the same tempo. Like CM Punk, he's had that song for a long time, and before that, Fire Burns is kind of rock as well. So I get that.
Metal.
Naomi had so many pop, yeah, metal. Naomi had so many pop and like hip hop kind of songs
Hmm.
that her going straight to rock was like very out of nowhere for me, especially at WrestleMania. Like I don't know, it just shocked me.
I
But
thought it was.
whatever.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, you're
Match
just
was the
Cavallo's
match
just
was
hating.
cool.
Why don't you just call Triple H and say you want to pick the next song for Naomi?
I will.
Next song, next song,
See next
next
song.
match, next
Al
match.
Al Grande and Ray Phoenix.
Was
Oh
it
no, El
no
Grande, the
American
Americano.
What
versus?
did I say?
You just said El Grande Americano. You got to say the whole thing.
El Grande Americano. Didn't I say that?
I don't know what you said.
The
Anyways,
fuck? I don't think y'all gonna correct me. Y'all know what the fuck I said. Yes, El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix. Good
no,
match. I don't like
Hmm.
that Ray Phoenix lost. I feel like they should have changed. I mean, I would have been okay if Ray
no.
Mysterio lost,
No,
but
but
Ray Phoenix losing is not good to me.
Well, first
no.
and
I think what
foremost,
happened was I think Rey Mysterio was supposed
We're
to
supposed
win.
to lose.
No, I think Rey Mysterio was supposed to win, and then last minute they changed it to because I
No,
thought the same thing. I thought Ray Phoenix should have won.
no, I think they kept the plans the way it was. I think Ray Mysterio was gonna lose because he's gonna cheat anyways and use the thing. I think they kept the plans the same. I think they just
Mm.
swapped the person. But like I said, Ray Phoenix, he's new and they don't have a few. Ray Phoenix is on SmackDown. So I don't think, and him being a new superstar just came losing at WrestleMania just wasn't smart to me. So I don't think that he should have
But
won. I think it should have
it's
ended in
two
DQ
new
or something.
superstars. It's two new
Oh,
superstars: El Grande, the Americano, and Ray Phoenix.
okay,
It's, it's two new superstars. One of
look,
them had to
okay.
win.
I'm gonna say two things about this match. We did not need this match. This was a huge filler, and it could have been
Yeah,
on Raw any day, any week.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
it
It
was a
was
good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. It wasn't needed. It was a filler. You could have removed this and added anything else for the evening. Rey Mysterio not being in it downgraded the match greatly, and that's no shot at
No,
Rey Phoenix. It's just that the small feud that Rey Mysterio had, well, El
nah.
Grande made
Hmm.
sense.
Yes, I
I
get it,
agree.
but he got hurt. So,
I agree.
but story wise side, as the way he filled in quickly, it was a good match. That's what the point I'm
I
trying to
honestly
tell
think this
you.
was playing. I honestly think this was playing because he last minute attacked Ray Phoenix randomly at the Andre Giant Battle Royal yesterday, and then all of a sudden Ray Mysterio was hurt and he got to fill in, and they choose you. I think this has like been planned. I don't think it was anything brand new. Because why would he
Mm.
attack him out of all people? He's not even on the same show. He could have attacked somebody from LWO. He attacked Ray Phoenix that had nothing to do with LWO. No, the Lagasmo, TikTok, whatever the damn group is,
Yeah.
they trying to get with Ray Phoenix. So if they would attack Ray Phoenix, it would have made more sense. But the fact that he attacked Ray Phoenix
Who attacked Ray
before
Phoenix?
the
El
El
Grande
Grande,
Americano? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yesterday,
yeah.
which is it was random because they're not even feuding, they don't know each other. So
Yeah,
it's just weird to me that before Rey Mysterio gets injured, now he's like, oh, you're gonna fill in for him, and it's like that. It just made too much sense. It was too coincidental to me.
Too much filler for me, to be honest.
It was
And
a good
I
match.
agree. I agree.
and
I agree.
I
and
agree, but maybe it could have been on SmackDown.
it
Hmm.
just, to be honest, just I find that those mid card feuds right now or storylines aren't making sense, and it's just a bunch of mismatch put together. Like this LWO. Look, I'll tell you one thing. This LWO, I'm not taking anything away from them in the ring and what they could do,
Yeah,
but
they need to showcase some
this
more. They got good
the
ability.
store what they do with LWO, man, is first of all you're downgrading it completely. Okay, this the what they're doing with the faction is nothing in the light of what Eddie Guerrero would have done with them or what they did in WCW for that small stint that they had. So what WWE is doing with the LWO name, okay, and that trademark is really downgrading them, downplaying them. Get Rey Mysterio the fuck out of there with this LWO shit. I get it,
He's
Eddie
stuck in the
Guerrero. Hold
LWO
on a second.
vortex
Let
for
me.
life.
I want to say something. This is important. I think I need to be able to say this. Rey Mysterio, I get uh wants to pay homage to his best friend Eddie Guerrero. I get that. I understand that completely. But what are you doing? What are you what value are you adding to the LWO? You're not really doing anything. You're just using the name. Yeah, we're LWO. Hey, let's all wear t-shirts. Hey, we're 5, 6 guys wearing t-shirts. Gives a fuck. It's not making sense what you're doing. There's nothing behind it. These
I
guys are
agree.
really good in the ring. Altogether, you're really downgrading. Now you have fucking all these guys coming out of nowhere. Like I was so scared that Ray Phoenix would have joined LWO or Penta. They would have put Penta, and they would have even made it worse than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other guy's name? Ultimate Dragon. What's his name?
Who? Dragon Lee?
Dragon
Dragon
Lee.
Lee. Like
Did he say?
why?
Did he say Ultimo Dragon? I
But
can't.
exactly, why is Dragon Lee part of LWO? Let that guy breathe. Let that guy go out. Or you know what? Bring the
I just think
cruiserweight
it's fucked
champion.
up that Dragon Lee was there at that time, and they just went and got Penta and Ray Phoenix, and then we ain't see Dragon Lee no more.
The new
And
Rey Mysterio.
Andrade, like,
He's gonna fill in
yeah,
the
remember he
shoes
was
of
the
Rey
new.
Mysterio.
Remember, yeah, Dragon Lee, the new Rey Mysterio, the best luchador.
Like
He is
Soon as
good though.
Penta got,
he is, but why is he
no, he
with
is
them?
good though.
Downplaying him, downgrading him. Now they got the new LWO shirts.
They got
Fuck
him in. They
no,
got him in catering next to Andrade. Damn shame.
right?
And
Mm-hmm.
Next
now they
match.
just gonna keep signing. Yeah, next
Next
match.
match. It's
Next
just a
match,
waste of time with what they're doing. Next matches are
the
United States
United States
champion
champion.
Oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
a good match. You know what's funny
versus
about this match? Oh, I'm sorry.
Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
Yes, this is a
Goat
good
trap.
match. You know what's funny? The crowd is this crowd sucked the whole night, but I felt like these two worked hard because the crowd wasn't into it. But then as the match progressed and they seen where they was going, the crowd got into it even more and more. I feel like this was the best crowd reaction of this match because they really worked for it though. But this, I feel like this crowd is dead, and I feel like this because what they doing now, they pricing out the real fans. So now everybody who goes there is like business people who are like associates or celebrities who not even really fans. They just go there for the look. Everything is for the look now. So now you get all these people who are just there who just want to show off, and then the real fans get priced out and can't go. And now you go there to these shows, and the crowds is just like, because they're not invested into these people like how we are. You understand what I'm saying? And plus, they
Mhm.
price us out. We're regular people. We can't afford. We want to get good seats too. I'm not paying $3,000 or
Mm-hmm.
for $1,000 to sit at the top too.
And can't see
But it's like
shit when you're
it's
there.
just yeah, it's like celebrities or some streamer or this like I don't know who gives a fuck. They're not even a lot of these people is not even really fans. They just there to do business and politics, and they get all the good seats and they could afford it, and that's why the crowd be bored. That's why when they go overseas, because those are real fans, they don't get that all the time. So you getting people that actually want to see it. So the overcrowd seats is always going to win now because these crowds is dumb over here.
I get it. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
wrong.
that's really what it is, man.
Um, I'll be going to a SmackDown in August because we're getting a SmackDown here in Montreal. And
See, that's gonna be nice.
just to finish off your point, I can't wait to see what the crowd is going to be here. I haven't been
Mm-hmm.
to an event in about a year and a half. Last time I was
Mm-hmm.
there was a whole Sami Zayn situation, so
Yeah, bro.
the crowd was into it for that
Mm-hmm.
little bit. I want to see what they're going to be with now. But getting back to the
Right.
match, two things that are very important about this match: LA Knight
Mm-hmm.
performance in the ring went from a solid 5.5 from a couple of months ago to a solid 9 on 10. He did phenomenal in the ring this evening,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some
I
of you
agree.
guys
It
saw
was a
that
good
too.
match. No, this was a good match. I thought at first I was kind of scared, but I really enjoyed this match. They bounced off each other very well with
Mm-hmm.
different styles. Even though Jacob Fatu as athletic, he shouldn't be that athletic for as big as he is. But man, this was a good match. This was one of the better matches of the night. Like this one had me. I was like, yeah, we finally get into to the meat and potatoes of the WrestleMania. I was like, finally something that okay, I'm invested in. Like, so
Number
good match
two, though,
overall.
number two, it lacked storytelling. That's what this match lacked was storytelling. This
It needed.
whole LA Knight bloodline, LA Knight Solo Sokoa, LA Knight Tama Tonga, LA Knight Jacob Fatu. I just don't feel like it makes sense to a certain extent. It was probably needed to fill up the card. Uh, but like I just it lacked storyline. It was just like, hey, let's put a match together and we're gonna make Jacob Fatu win. What should have happened was somebody should have interfered in the match to help Jacob Fatu because LA Knight did carry a lot of that match. LA Knight did a great job. I thought LA Knight was coming up on top. I
No,
thought
he
LA Knight
was.
was
No, he was
walking away
good.
with the title. So
No, I know he wasn't.
we should have had like Solo come in and wanting to help Jacob, where that costed Jacob the title, or
Mm.
Tama, or somebody coming in to cost Jacob the title so Jacob could start a feud with that person. LA Knight hasn't really done anything with the United States champion. He's maybe had 6 matches in the 2 reigns that he's had, which were very short, right? So I would have liked to see him walk away with it and continue with this, and Jacob maybe to get it more down the line, maybe in a couple of months, or reignite that feud with LA and then take it away from him. I just found now, I don't know. I want to see what they're gonna do with it too. What are they gonna do with Jacob? Who's gonna take the title away from him? Solo? Who's he gonna have a feud with the champion now? Solo?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be
We,
like a Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns type thing over again. Like he's gonna
or
turn on
either
him, and then he's gonna finally like turn good, and then Fatu is
Bronson
gonna just
Reed.
be.
I know he's gonna have a fight with Bronson. I mean
When Bronson
Braun
come back,
Strowman. Braun Strowman. Bronson Reed on Raw.
oh,
I know they're gonna make Juka have a food with Braun Strowman.
Oh,
That's one.
Jesus.
Who else on
I'm not
SmackDown
I'm
in
not
the
a fan of
United
him.
States? I know, but I know they're gonna make them do that. But who else on the mid card that's gonna fight with them? That's what I'm saying.
Andrade, you got
Yeah, we're going Andrade. Yeah,
Hayes,
Carmelo Hayes.
the Miz, you got
Pause for a
um
second. Carmelo Hayes won the Andre the Giant Battle
Yeah,
mhm,
Royal.
he did.
Congratulations.
Hmm.
And congratulations to him. And that was
Yeah,
fucking amazing
congratulations
to
to him.
see
Yeah,
him
that
win.
was.
yeah. hmm
It's about
I'm
time
glad
they
he's
give
doing
him
something with him.
something. He deserves something.
And
Hmm.
the guy who's coming back allegedly,
Alistair
Alistair
Black.
Black on Friday,
Oh, he coming
and
back, baby.
Rusev's coming back on Friday as well. So we shall
Who?
see. Rusev, Miro, whatever you want to call
Thank you. I'm about this.
him,
That's why I
Rusev,
said who.
Rusev,
uh,
Rusev.
so
Miro.
and also now we
I
want to see what's gonna happen with LA Knight because you
hmm
know what? You want to be
I like
smart?
LA Knight a
Triple
lot.
H, Paul, call me up. We should put LA Knight on Raw.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
For what? What's the point? I'm
For
asking
Go
what?
you. For what?
Exactly. For what?
put him in the Intercontinental Championship
So he just gonna
storyline.
go from mid card to mid card?
That
Where
makes no
you
fucking
where does
sense.
he ain't gonna go up for a heavyweight champion. It ain't gonna
Why not?
happen now.
He can fight Cody Rhodes. He has a better chance of Cody Rhodes
That's
than he
what
did
I'm
Roman
saying.
Reigns.
That's what I'm saying. He
What
can
are you
fight
talking
Cody
about?
Rhodes.
Nah, it doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. That
Nothing makes
storyline
sense
doesn't
to
make
you,
sense.
but
Not
nothing makes sense
now.
to
Nothing.
you.
Hold on.
Heel Cody Rhodes
Nobody's
one day,
saying now,
yes.
but I'm not saying now, but he could go for that. That's what I'm. That's the next step.
Unless he go to
it's a
Raw and face Jey Uso for the world title, but that makes no sense either.
But that's don't make no sense either.
he's still mid card for me. He ain't main event shit. Not
Who?
yet. LA
Who?
Knight ain't main event yet.
I don't think he's main event either. But Raw has a lot of main event caliber talent. So I don't think he should go over there. Braun
Raw's-
Breaker, like
Raw's
Seth
mid
Rollins.
card is way better than SmackDown's mid card. We're gonna see now with this Aleister Black and
You think
Miro
so?
coming. Aleister Black is.
I think it's even. I think SmackDown mid card and Raw's mid card is
No.
kind of even.
No. The storylines for the mid card in SmackDown is.
We didn't say storylines. I'll do something about the people.
They're not doing anything with it. There's nothing interesting happening with them. It's basically just been LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura, then back to LA Knight, then like it's tag team division and women's division, SmackDown. If you really break it down that way.
First of all, you ain't hear the crowd boo when they announced that tag match, ladder match for next week on SmackDown.
They could have had that on WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. They could have had that on WrestleMania
instead of El Grande Americano.
Right.
DIY and Rey Mysterio and the other guy.
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix
versus
Ray Phoenix is good as Ray Phoenix is really good.
Yes, absolutely. Just again, it's not WrestleMania match style. Like guys, we got to be honest here. Next match though. But before that, congrats to Jacob Fadu because he deserves everything.
Yes, he definitely. I can't wait to see his promo on SmackDown when they chant "You deserve it" to him because they will. But the next match is Charlotte Flair versus.
Oh, I know you was hyped for this match. You know you love you some Charlotte Flair, boy. Let Cavallo take this away because he loves Charlotte. You can't tell him nothing about Charlotte Flair.
Me?
Yeah, you. Who?
Now you a great wrestler. Charlotte Flair is a great wrestler. Yes, I do like Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is a great wrestler. She's a 14-time women's champion, as she should be. I don't think no woman can touch her on the roster, Raw or SmackDown. And
so you lost.
I'm not mad. I think that it's a passing with the torch. I think that Tiffany Stratton is the it person right now. I think because of storyline wise and how the crowd was reacting, I think the best thing was to make Charlotte lose. I think it will progress the storyline. I think they're gonna fight again. I wasn't if she would have won, I wouldn't have been a fan of every title changing hands. I think every title today changed hands except for that one.
Yeah, except for that one. Yeah.
So I'm happy that one stayed the same. The match was good. It's got a little sloppy sometimes. You can tell they kept like bumping each other or not knowing what to do. I peeped that a lot, but I
like when it's sloppy like that. To be honest, that would make it good. Not like that. What I'm saying is, it don't always got to be neat. Sometimes when it's too neat, it just looks too stagey. So I like when it's
like AEW. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, not even just AEW because they do that a lot in NXT too, especially with the girls. But so I kind of like the sloppiness because remember, it's still wrestling. It's still a fight.
Yeah,
man, they were actually having a fight, so I'm not even mad at it.
Yeah, I think the match was good. I think the build-up was good. I like their realistic storyline argument they had. I think this was one of the stronger build-ups for WrestleMania match. This whole card, besides the triple threat main event match and Gunther's match, I don't think any other match had a big, strong build-up like Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. So I give it an 8.
Damn, he rating shit. We ain't even rating it, but okay. I feel you.
No,
you rated the first match. What you talking about?
Good. Cavallo took it away trap. We got it. We gave him the
good.
floor.
We gave him. That was good. He said everything I needed to say. It was a good match, like you said. It was a passing of the torch, like you feel like Charlotte Flair to Tiffany Stratton. I like how Tiffany Stratton came out in the Barbie theme, and then Charlotte came out the Rolls Royce. It was some good entrances. Okay. Yeah, good match. I'm not mad at it. Good match. I'm glad it ended the way it did.
Yeah. I'm just really happy that Tiffany won because I think she deserves it, and I look at her now as one of the top in the women's division. She has the mic skills. She has the look. When I say look,
mic skills, her voice,
mic skills,
her voice is just annoying. I ain't gonna
lie. Got better. She got a lot better. Like I know what you're saying about the voice, but you're thinking last year with her voice.
I'm thinking right now when her and Charlotte was going back and forth. Even Charlotte was like, she just did that 2 weeks ago when they had their back and forth. That was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
you know what she brings?
Looks.
Like she kind of brings that attitude era style, right? Like she brings what the women's division has been for the last 5 to 10 years where it was a lot of in-ring performance, athleticism, and attitude era into ruthless aggression, where it was about the looks, the way they were dressed and stuff. She has the total package for the women's division. That's what I like about her, and I'm happy she's the champion because she could, yeah, she could hold the belt and she could go really far with that, right?
Yeah.
So and she really showcased what she could actually do as soon as she won that Money in the Bank, and she's been just climbing that ladder, no pun intended, till right now in WrestleMania.
How long has she had the belt? I feel like she only had one title defense, which was against Naomi. I mean, Nia Jackson. Nia Jackson's been out
Couple
for
of
a while.
months. A couple of months.
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah. No, more than 2 months. She had it before Royal Rumble.
Man, I've been watching so much wrestling that all my months are messed up. I thought we were in like February a couple of weeks ago. I was like,
February is crazy.
Um,
Yeah, but the match is good. I want to see who she's going against next. There's not a lot of there's a lot of heel women on SmackDown that she can go against. So I'm looking forward to it as well.
main event.
Main event.
Main
A
event.
great main event.
Main
Predictable, but great main event.
Let me say something.
No, this really was a great event. Great main event. Like between everything, just between Seth Rollins coming out first. Like Seth Rollins, the only dude I know that make you. I'm gonna give you two entrances at the same time. He came out with the black with the flamethrower first. Then they went black. They hit his music again. Then he in all white, looking godly. I'm just like, damn, this is awesome. Then Roman Reigns come out with his music.
Alone.
Oh, his ones up, just with the stoic look on his face, like ready for business.
Alone.
He just hit the slow walk. Of course, alone with the Ula Fowler, without his wise men.
Alone.
Then, of course,
and Living Color.
In Living Color live with CM
again.
Punk coming out. Yeah, again.
Funny person who had the same band dancing. Twice. Like,
yeah, but you can't deny that song when Punk come out to that. It's
I gotta stop you guys both there for 1 second, and I'm sorry, Chap, because you're doing a phenomenal job with the intro to this match. The video of
package for CM Punk,
and
I wanted to. Yeah,
I look.
That was amazing.
I love that video. I think it was a bit much because it kind of, to me, downgraded the other two. Just watching in the ring, like, fuck, CM Punk left us for 7 years, and now he's coming back, and they're putting all this emphasis on him. But they used the Killswitch Engage song in the video package, and I was like,
and you had an orgasm, didn't you? Right?
And this was like, yo, and I was like, please, one day, just come back out using that song.
I felt like the package made me realize that's why I knew that he was gonna win. Once they played that package and made a big deal about him being in the main event, I knew he was gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew he was. I knew he wasn't gonna win for a while. I wanted him to win. I knew he wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
But that whole thing of him just being in the main event, the video package, like you both said, the song of Killswitch Engage that he first started with in WWE. By the way,
the Fire Burns thing.
Oh yes,
yeah.
And I was just hoping one day that he can come back out with that song. But anyways,
just like Drew McIntyre's song, everybody wants him to come back with that song too, and they played a little bit at Clash of the Castle. I don't think he'll come back,
but it was just a great moment for CM Punk, and just look, if you're a wrestling fan, you look forward to the events like we do. We talk about it. We build it up for ourselves. Okay. I've been building up this match since I first heard it about a month and a bit ago. And every week I would build it up for myself to the point where I looked at this match as like, this was to me bigger than that tag team match last year of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman. Hold on a second, Cavallo. Don't give me that look. Let me, like, if we're talking about the top players, okay.
I thought it was a better match.
Yes, but if we're talking about the top guys, like if we're talking about the top guys, like if you're talking about like whose cards I collect, who I'm excited to see every week, like whose toys I collect, like these are my guys. Like these are the guys that I am excited to see every week. CM Punk.
It,
That's
same
everybody.
guys, except it's the same guys except for CM Punk. Just stop CM Punk for Cody Rhodes. For some reason, Seth Rollins was involved in the same match last year.
But I'm talking. Yes, I get what you're saying. But to me, as a fan, these are the guys that I like. These are like Seth Rollins has creeped into my top 10 all time, and that's for a different episode. But like these are the guys that I keep wanting to
I
see
can see
week
that.
on
I'm not mad
week
at it.
out, and I want to see in the main event. And
Mhm.
this was a really exciting match for me, and it lived up to what my expectations. It was what it was. Like the
Yeah,
match, them going back and forth, them kicking out of each other's finishers, them like putting each other through
bro. I
tables. The
didn't know when the finish
story,
was gonna happen, bro. The amount of false finishes. That's why I'm glad when we get into the match, the way it ended, the way it did, because I was like, how the hell are you gonna end this match? Because
I knew, but uh-uh.
I
Paul Heyman
knew,
getting in the
but
ring
going into it,
stood up.
yeah,
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 yeah. But they're these three guys, what they do, their craft, what they're able to
Sure.
do is like just telling a story in the ring with really hardly doing anything but just wrestling and emotion. Like when they don't even have to talk, and they're able to create like a masterpiece. And I'm not saying this was a masterpiece, but the dance that they were able to do, these three, like when do you see a triple threat match? Like what was the last main event triple threat match? Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Orton. Was that the
Mm-hmm.
last main event triple threat match?
Yeah.
Like it's been a while. It's a long time ago. These days don't come around.
Well, I
And
mean, if you want to do, they had the Becky, Ronda, and Charlotte, the first female main event.
yeah, look, I don't look. It is what it is. But I'm talking about like to a
I don't
different.
like Ronda Rousey in wrestling.
And I don't
I
like
thought she
Ronda
was
Rousey. Yeah,
overrated. I thought she was overrated. She didn't know how to wrestle,
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
when I
it's not.
heard the stories and stuff of how she was backstage, it's like you feeling yourself too much. You're not
Yeah.
even good.
So
Go back to UFC. I hate when UFC fighters get beat up for real and then be like, "Oh, I want to go play in wrestling," and think wrestling is for play. No, it's a whole different ball game over here.
absolutely.
And the
And
same thing over there when CM Punk tried to go to UFC
so
and he lost.
it's something special. And I just the whole match itself and how what they were able to create with that just stood like my expectations, like they were fulfilled. And just the ending, and Paul, the whole match, Paul Heyman was always in the picture. What, like he
Mm-hmm.
was always in that background. You could always see him when Seth was fighting Roman, Roman was fighting Punk, Punk was fighting Seth. You saw Paul in the camera angle. You saw him in the corner. You saw his
Mm-hmm.
expression. So it built within the match.
So what he was gonna, you knew something he was gonna be involved.
Exactly. And then Roman put Punk and Seth through a table. They went back into the ring. Paul took the chair, went into the ring. Punk getting the low
I
blow
ain't gonna
from
front. He
Paul.
had me. He had me. And then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I see what's going on.
And then after he blowed Punk, he gave the chair to Roman so that Roman could take out Punk. Think of it. Roman could take out Punk so that Punk would not interfere in what would happen at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Roman was on top. He low blowed Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns. I'm still seeing the image in my head. Roman Reigns falling to the floor and Paul Heyman giving the chair to Seth. And Seth
That was beautiful, man. That was fucking
beautifully
beautiful, bro.
executed to the point.
Executed.
I can't wait till we're done this in the next couple of minutes because I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
rewatch that.
That was beautifully
I just feel
executed. I
like
feel
he's
like
not
that
needed
finished
as
it.
a manager though. I feel like he's not like I feel like Paul Heyman when they use him to elevate someone or be next to someone, like it works with them. I feel like Seth Rollins is so at the top of his game and at the almost end of his career that I feel like it's not needed for him to be with like I don't feel like Paul Heyman needs to be with Seth Rollins. I feel like it's a waste. I feel like he could have just helped him and just say like, like, oh, your favorite's done and leave like
Yeah,
with his head
maybe,
down, but
but
not
maybe that's
stay
what's
with
gonna
him.
happen on Monday on Raw. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe, hopefully,
He
later
left.
on
He
he'll
left
say
with
that.
him. He left with him. So
Yeah, just because he left with him.
it made it seem like now you are on his team instead of just saying,
Mm,
"Here's your favorite." I low blowed him and then walk out screaming like, "I didn't want to do this. I want to do this." Blah blah blah. But you walking out with him and you smiling and posing with him makes it seem like you're on his team because clearly CM Punk ain't gonna forgive you and Roman Reigns ain't gonna forgive you. So you're gonna need that protection. And you're gonna stay on Stefan's side because you think that Stefan's gonna save you, which I feel like Stefan's gonna be like. I got my favor. I don't need you no more. And then Paul Heyman's going to just be out the picture for a while until he comes back with Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed when he comes back, because he can have the help with speaking as well. So
he gonna
I
come back with Braun Breaker.
we gotta see him marinate. We gotta see what happens. Look,
That's what I'm
this
yeah,
saying.
Raw is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be look. This whole Punk Rollins Roman thing isn't done. It's not done as much as I want it to be done, and the reason why I
It's
want it to be
definitely
done so
not
that we
done.
could have different storylines. We can have a lot more going on than just one pot right now being stirred.
mm-hmm.
So I think we gotta wait till Raw and see where it goes. But this ain't done. If it's really gonna be done, it's probably gonna be done at SummerSlam, and that's in a couple of months. That's in 3-4 months.
That's too far. I don't think it'll be that far.
Well, Seth and Roman is not. That's not done for sure. Well, I can guarantee you.
I feel like they're not gonna be done. I feel like they could just stop feuding and just always have beef, like they've always had. I don't think it's gonna ever be
Right.
done. But Dominic, they got to continue feuding, and on different shows. Roman Reigns is
Yeah.
honestly on SmackDown, so they
Yeah,
don't they don't need to.
but right now everybody's on everybody's show. It's fucked up.
I
Like
mean, I mean, but next month is supposed to be the draft. So hopefully, when the draft comes,
Again,
yeah, I
if they're
know,
gonna draft him to Raw,
I don't know, but
draft him
it was a
to
good mania. I give it a 6.5.
that's
Nobody
not a
was
good
rating it.
mania. If
Yeah,
it's
that's
six
not it. Nobody was
6.5 is
rating it,
not
but
good.
thank you for rating it.
I don't think I think that's good. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It was three good matches. I feel like the Roman Reigns match was good. The Jacob Fatu match was good. Tiffany Stratton match was good. The Jey Uso match was okay. That's 3.5 matches out of 7. That's
It was
good.
7 matches on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
So Cavallo, you're sticking with a 6.5
yeah, 6.5 for tonight. Yeah,
trap.
I'm gonna give it a solid 6.
Hmm.
I only like I said, but outside of the main event, I maybe liked the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair match.
the same matches I said. Jacob
Definitely,
Fatu.
I think feel like the Jacob Fat too. I like the Naomi and Jay. Like that's about it.
All right. 6. You want to see my score? You want to hear my
Where?
score?
You
Yeah.
just said 6.
No, I didn't say 6. My
Oh,
score
what's
is
the
a
score?
my score
You
is a
just said
4.
6.
Oh, 4. Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll
I'm
tell
not.
you, the reason why is because none of these
Yeah, tell me.
matches are WrestleMania
Yeah,
matches.
matches.
Mm,
Okay. I get
And
that.
and
I get that.
and look, we spent a lot of time on the Jey Uso and Gunter, and I don't want to talk about it ever again. But
Maybe
everything
night 2 will be
else,
better.
yeah.
It will be. It always is though.
I like night 2 now.
Look,
Yeah.
Night 2 is always good.
the card itself looks better than night 1 because you got the fatal 4-way. You got Drewski McIntyre versus
Bro, you got Rhea
the
Ripley versus
Timo
Io
Undertaker.
Sky versus Bianca Belair, bro.
How are you gonna
You
watch
talk
that, Trap?
about.
You're working.
I'm watching it at work. What are
How
you? Are you
dare you? I
dumb?
am going to call your
Are you
boss and tell him.
dumb? Tell him what? I'm working. I'm gonna watch it while I'm working. I'm gonna be taking because I gotta still take these trainings. So I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm taking my training. So if I'm set, I'm gonna do all my work. And it's Sunday, it be dead. So I'm gonna do all what my work, and then from 7 to 11, because I leave at 11, I'm gonna sit and do my at the computer and watch it. What are you talking about? And
Wonderful.
then I'll be home by 12, and then I'll be able to record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll probably be home by I'll be home by like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in bed by 1 o'clock because
And
it's
one,
it's
that's
twelve.
Damn,
OD.
It's
that's
twelve
fucked
fifty
up.
two.
Yeah, that's OD.
See,
That's OD. That's
that's fucked
OD.
up. That's fucked up. You can't wait for me.
I
Mm-mm.
That's
nah,
fucked up.
but I
That's fucked
appreciate
up.
you though for trying.
That's
The effort is there.
that's
Look
fucked
at
up.
you falling asleep,
Come
Caballo's
on, because
falling
that's
asleep,
night.
and
I'm
I'm
not
more
falling
wide
asleep.
awake.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm just high. But listen,
No,
night
he's talking
two.
about me, but I've been up since 6 this
Hold
morning, so
on.
I've been moving around.
Me too. But first of all, night two got my girl Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Come on, man. That's the first match. And then Bailey got taken out. Who Bailey got taken out by? Now she not fighting with Lyra Valkyria for the tag title. Now she's
If
gonna have a
they
secret
put
partner.
Becky
It's
Lynch
gonna
in
put
that
Becky
match,
Lynch.
I'm
Becky
not
Lynch
watching the
is
show.
coming back. Nah,
I'm
they
not
probably
watching
gonna
the
do
show.
something. Nah,
Steven,
I
I
know
hope
what
you
they're
know
gonna do.
that.
Okay.
I think they either gonna if they're gonna do that, they either gonna bring back they're gonna do Tatum Paxley, one of them her friends on NXT, because they're gonna let Liv and them win. That's gonna be
Mm-mm.
stupid though, but it's either gonna be Becky Lynch. Let the man come back. Fuck it. I like Becky Lynch.
Nah,
And
Becky
then
Lynch don't turn back.
Randy Orton got an open challenge.
That's gonna be Rusev.
Who?
He's gonna fight Rusev.
Who?
Rusev.
Stop playing with me, man.
You know who Rusev is. Stop
Stop
playing.
playing. Who? I don't know who.
Rusev.
Say it. Why you can't say it?
Rusev Duvier Rusev Saska.
Why you can't say we can't say that? Why you can't say Miro? Why you can't
That's
say
not,
it?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, different promotion. Different promotion.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cavallo
I don't know
doesn't.
any other promotion. I don't know any other promotion but
Cavallo doesn't
WWE.
dip.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Now you
I
don't
don't
know any
swap.
promotion.
I don't twirl. I don't do none of that.
That's fucked up.
I
That's fucked
stay.
up.
I stay with Vince. That's what I do. I stay with WWE.
Boys,
That's fucked up.
boys, I am tired.
Me
We
too.
got
All
another
right.
evening tomorrow. Trap, I
Mhm.
And you're
appreciate
not
you.
gonna wait for me. And you're not gonna wait for me because I'm gonna watch it at work. That's crazy.
Here we go. I'll let you, Cavallo, I'll let you deal with your cousin. But before we get up out of here, I got to do this again.
Do this again, please.
Let's try it one more time. My
do it
boys
right.
put out a clothing
Mhm.
company called Spanish Announce Table at www.wrestlingtees, wrestling with an A.com.
Malenko, put that on the screen.
Absolutely.
Please.
Okay. Check out their shit.
Mhm.
It's Go Santino and
I need
Première
that wrestling.
Impression. Okay. Go Santino did my logo.
How you say the second person name?
Don't start with that shit. You can't pronounce anything in French.
Try.
Première Impression.
Yeah, competition.
Exactly. Good night.
said it.
Good night. Check out Wrestling Tees. I appreciate you both. WrestleMania Night 2 tomorrow. WrestleMania Night 1 is done.
And there's a
Peace.
special guest tomorrow for night 2.
Absolutely. You'll tune in and see.
That's fucked up. But I won't see it live. I gotta wait till it come out. Why
Yeah, you
can't
gotta
just
wait
tell
like
me?
you
Yo,
gotta
just
wait
tell
till
me,
like
bro.
the people.
Just tell me who the special
I'll tell you once
guest
we get
is.
off.
All right, don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
Okay.
I'm
All
dramatic.
Anyways,
night,
we out,
boys.
y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.